Alright guys, back again with another video, so let's get started. So the first story for the week, I don't know if you guys have heard about what's going on in Sudan, but let's roll the clip.
These were the scenes on the streets of Khartoum earlier this month. A military crackdown on protesters which left over 100 people dead, according to opposition groups. And with no sign of an agreement to end the violence, the UN says Sudan is sliding towards a human rights abyss. Back in April, the capital city was celebrating the end of President Omar al-Bashir's 30-year rule. His repressive regime was brought to an end by an army takeover amid pro-democracy uprisings across the country. But the protesters soon turned on the junta set up to replace al-Bashir, after the defense minister announced that a transitional military council would remain in power for at least 2 years. Many civilians chose to remain in protest camps set up in Khartoum and other cities, insisting that Sudan's generals hand power to the people. Protest leaders began negotiating with military officials, but it soon became clear that they were unwilling to relinquish control. On June the 3rd, security forces loyal to the ruling junta, many of them part of the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, moved in to clear out the camps. Perhaps unsurprisingly, in the aftermath of this violent dispersal of civilians, opposition groups and the authorities can't agree on the number of lives lost. Activists claim that hospitals and schools have been attacked, dozens of female doctors raped, and many bodies dumped in the River Nile. With the telecommunications blackouts across Sudan, they also believe authorities are trying to cover up their crimes.
So, as you guys see there, the story quickly explains Sudan was under dictatorship for about 30 years under one guy. Military came in, removed that guy. Now military won't get out of the way, and they're trying to rule the people. The people of Sudan want to be able to elect themselves, rule themselves, elect their own leaders, have their own democracy. I don't know why the military is stopping that. And now they're doing it to the point of now they're killing their own people. They've killed about 100 protesters this week. There's also reports that bodies have been dumped in the Nile River. Also that women have been getting raped as well. And it's downright just, it's shameful. It's shameful. Nobody's really doing anything. The U.S. right now is not really trying to step in any African issues right now. The UN is not really doing anything. Only people that are doing something is Ethiopia. So I don't know. They're trying to mediate between the two, because really what the people want, like I said, is they want to be able to elect themselves, and they want the military to release the power from the country, release their rule, and let the people just rule themselves. But the military is actually getting backed by Saudi Arabia and UAE, United Arab Emirates, and they're getting money from them. So they really don't have an incentive to step down. They have every incentive to stay because they're getting financial support from those rich countries. So if you're watching this and you feel compelled to do something, I've actually included a link in the description of this video that gives you some ideas on what people have been doing. Some celebrities online have been spreading awareness of this, because basically what they're trying to avoid is Sudan going into a civil war because of these protests. That's what they're trying to avoid at this point. So celebrities have been spreading awareness, trying to get the word out, trying to see if the United Nations will do something, try to see if the U.S. is willing to do anything at this point. But it's just an ongoing situation. And for me, I have to support the people. The people want to be able to rule themselves, and that's what should happen. They should be allowed to elect their own leaders. They should not have to be under the rule of people who don't have their best interests at heart. I'll move on to my last story for the week. So did you guys see this story? It's coming out of Phoenix. The police there were very aggressive in trying to arrest this woman and her, she also had her baby. Roll the clip.
Police?
Yeah.
It doesn't open. I promise. I promise it doesn't open.
You're gonna get shot! Get your hands up!
Get out the fucking car!
You are gonna
Get out the fucking car right now! Yes, get out now! Get out the fucking car!
You're empty out of the You recording it?
Yeah, I'm recording it.
Put your hands up! I don't give a Put your hands up! Hands up!
I can't put my hands up. I have a fucking baby in my arms. I can't. I'm pregnant. It's overdoing shit. It's overdoing
Hey, try to break your feet! When I tell you to do something, you do it!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just like deciding.
You're not complying with me!
Yes, I am.
When I tell you to do something, you do it!
I am. I'm complying with everything, sir.
Hey, right now, shut your mouth!
Put the other key down. No one else is in front.
What'd you guys just do? I didn't do anything, sir.
Are you okay? So, you can come get me.
When I tell you to
I can't put my hands up. I got a baby, nigga. It's a fucking
put your child,
Hey, hey! Whoa, sir, come down!
let go!
What's going on here?
Oh, live here. Attacking a lady, man? Really?
Put your child down.
She just walked. She's a baby.
I guess the backstory was that the kid or one of the children of the woman being arrested stole a Barbie doll from a store. The managers of that store called the police. Police arrived, which they normally should. But instead of it being more of like, hey, did your kid steal this? Did your kid take that? The officer, as you see in the video, is very aggressive. He also even says he's going to put a cap in the head or in the ass. I don't remember exactly what he said. But like, he's already threatening to kill somebody within minutes of being on scene. Again, I'm not a police officer, but I don't think that's how police officers are supposed to act. I think police officers should learn how to, I think in their training, they're taught to de-escalate situations. De-escalate. Okay? Coming in there, yelling, saying F this, F that, saying I'm going to kill you right off the bat, that's escalating. That's the opposite of what a police officer is supposed to do. Okay? Now, I'm not going to get into the whole clear of, obviously, the woman's black, the police officer's white. You know, we'll just say we know what's going on here. Okay? We know what's going on here. I don't know what's going to happen to that police officer. But hopefully he's not on the streets, because clearly, if that's how he's addressing citizens off of someone, of a kid allegedly taking a Barbie doll, I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's the last story for the week. You guys have a good day. See you around.